time, and I'll be there. Okay, where did that come from? Where did this one come from right here? Hmm, I don't know, said Joe. I don't know. Okay then. All right then. Now we are going to do things here. It is time. It is time. Okay. Okay, good morning, good afternoon. Listen, I got a problem. Okay, now here's my problem. All day long I've been catching. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I think I fixed the problem.
All right.
Now, see if you can hear yourself now. What can I
Well,
say?
this one might be my problem. Hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
Because I am, let me disconnect this real quick. I am in the car
Oh, you're in the car.
and I got YouTube on my car screen though.
Boy, ain't that nice.
Yeah, I got everything on my car screen. I
Look,
got it on
look.
my computer. It's basically a computer.
You got a Rolls Royce? I mean, what?
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon. I got it. Let's see what happens here. Let me put you on live.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, I can hear you.
You got a Rolls Royce? I mean, what?
Yeah, it works.
Okay. Good. Okay. Now, you know what happened? And you said go back to see what you did. Well, I had forgotten that I had changed over to a new service, and I just didn't. It's the same company, but I changed over, and evidently, it didn't set up the same way. So I was, and they keep my stuff active for 30 days. So I hurry up and ran.
You know how you know how we describe that at work?
What?
What had happened was, that's what we say. We're like, well, boss, what had happened was.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that saying before. But okay, now I'm ready to go make some money now. But I see this has been because I couldn't sell my advertising unless people can listen to it and hear the people. So I was killing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. People get irritated. Your advertisers are like, man, he ain't got his stuff together. And
I know.
That's what irritates me is because I have, what is it? It's like I have embarrassment by proxy. So when somebody else is not, whether they're embarrassed or not, it doesn't matter. If it would embarrass me and I see them in that situation, I start sweating.
Yeah. Especially if you
I can handle me,
especially
but I can't handle other people who's going through that stuff.
Yeah, but if you train them, and that's even worse because you know, it's kind of like being in the army and the slowest people in your squad, in the first are looking at you. Hell, I ain't ready.
I know.
But I'm responsible. It's kind of like the city. The mayor's not responsible for the crime, but they are accountable for it. City council are accountable for all going on the state.
I don't know if I told you, we have for the last 5 years, we've been one of 5 people on the state of Alabama contract for Cisco Systems. And we make between 20 and 40 million a year off the contract. Well, it came due this time and they went down to only 3 recipients. And I was responsible because we have 80% of that business on that contract. I was responsible for putting the numbers down to win us the bid again. But if I finished first, that means I left money on the table. If I finished second, I left money on the table. So I got to slide in at third and retain money because everybody else that gets a slot, for them, it's like net new business. For me, if I don't get all the money and the slot, I'm losing money the next year. And you know how that is in the business world. What you did, it's how much more than you did last year. And if you go backwards, you're in trouble. So I bid it and I got third place out of 50 points by by 0.00005 points.
Wow.
I'm not that good. It's the hand of God, I promise you, because they knew I'd have fallen out dead if I didn't get on that contract.
Listen, I don't even understand the concept that which you just expressed because I've never been involved in any kind of money like that. So to me, that's like speaking Japanese or Chinese or something. I mean, me, I'm
It
100.
don't matter.
Yeah, I'm 100
It don't
years.
matter if it's
Yeah.
40 million or if it's $40, but if the $40 is required for you to pay your rent, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
After that, it's just zeros, man. It's just zeros after it. It's what you got to have to pay the rent. And for me to keep a job, I have to bring that in. So that's paying rent for me.
Yeah. I let you walk around that Rolls Royce you drive.
Yeah, whatever. I drive a truck.
It must be a big
Hey, if I
old
win this,
truck.
if I win this next one,
Yeah.
if I win this next one though, we're gonna go out and eat some good chicken.
Yeah.
It's the New York City Department of Education bid for all services, and it's a 10-year bid for about $100 million a year. So it's $1 billion. I've never seen money like that. So
Yeah.
that's new to me.
Yeah, I haven't even heard money like that. Yeah, but listen, if you get it, throw some of my brothers' way here. I'll advertise for them. I'll advertise for them. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
I hear you. They got me on a set income, but all right, we'll look forward to talking to you in the morning, man.
All right, man. Well, I don't know if I'm.
Good job.
I don't know if I'm work tomorrow.
Oh, you don't know? You don't know? All right. I thought we were doing this to make up for 3 days of straight stuff where nobody can hear the goodness.
Okay, let me go to bed then. I'll get up in the morning. All right,
man.
All right, appreciate it. Yeah, I'll get up in the morning. Okay, that's it. I did say if I get it working, I go to work in the morning. So I guess I'll have to go to work in the morning anyway. Hey, all day long though, all day long. Okay, and I've tried to tell the story. It's been kind of screwed up today. I tried to tell the story that there was a businessman in town that people got mad because he celebrated Charlie Kirk's birthday. And my Lord, you would think the man brought Hitler to town. Charlie Kirk was an unusual guy. He's not somebody that I agree with on everything, but you know what? I got to tell you, if all of us had the strength and the courage and the balls to do what he did, America would be a new place overnight. And we just don't have it. We don't have that. A lot of us don't have that. I mean, when we leave church on Sunday morning, we really don't talk about it very much until the next Sunday. The next Sunday we talk about it again. But other than that, we don't really talk about our belief systems and things of that nature. We just go to church, sit in the place, sit in the pew, and then we sit there and see what happens Monday to Friday. So most of us we come to church on Sunday, we sit in the thing. Hopefully we get our same seat that we always get, and we never do we actually go out? Okay, do we actually go out and tell people what we believe? And I'm going to tell you that I think most people are absolutely scared of telling people what they believe. They don't want to offend anybody. And you can do it without offending people. Your job, I mean, you don't have to worry about converting anybody, but what you do have to do is defend the faith. So I got to tell you, I like the guy. I don't like everything he said. No, I mean, but hey, me and God have disagreement. God always wins. I'm just saying he always wins, so I kind of talk to him a little bit there, but he always wins. Anyway, so we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish part 2 tomorrow. 2 tomorrow of what we talked about today, and that is disagreement is not racism. Okay, because in this city, every time you have a disagreement, people swear up and down you're a racist because you don't believe with them. You don't believe with them. Okay. So tomorrow, hopefully the good Lord says the same. We'll be around to talk about that. Part 2 of this agreement is not racism. Okay. Disagreement. Okay. So that's our that will be our discussion tomorrow. Okay. So you guys have a good night, and I finally got this thing working, and so I will see you. Well, I hope to see you tomorrow. You know, good Lord said no day is promised, so I'm not gonna act like I know I'm gonna be here tomorrow. But if I am here tomorrow, then our part two disagreement is not racism, and until in this city, until people can have a conversation in this city, and everything's not predicated on racism. We need an argument where you are you're forbade, whatever the case may be, of using any reference to race. Okay. Well, you're gonna see me tomorrow because for the last couple of days I've been giving y'all the blues. So I'm gonna be here tomorrow. But yeah, I normally I ain't doing Friday thing, but since I stepped on my crank, and I tell you what I did, I forgot I had changed software last week, and it kind of messed all my settings up and all that stuff, and I just didn't know. I had forgot all about it. So anyway, so tomorrow, but as any soldier would do, um, if I miss the formation, I got to pull extra duty. I got to pull extra duty. So that's what I got to do tomorrow. I got to turn that off. That's what I got to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's extra duty. Okay, Sergeant Elkins has to pull extra duty because the first sergeant said, "Finish up Friday." Thank you. That we're gonna call it. Okay, tomorrow's extra duty because I stepped on my wing, and like you say, you can say what you want to say, but there are consequences. And if you don't do your job correct, sometimes, well, that's the same way life is. Sometimes you got to pay a little extra. So I got to pay a little extra tomorrow and come on to work at 7 something. Okay. But it's an easy job, So, hey, I'm glad to be here. And I'm glad people will take time out to listen. Even if they don't agree with me, that's fine. So that's good. As a matter of fact, I like it better when you don't agree with me, But I'm an Occam's razor kind of guy. I'm an Occam's. Look that up, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. Occam's razor. That's the kind. I'm a pragmatist. Okay, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat, but I am a pragmatist. Now, when you figure out what that word means, then you'll be all right. But tomorrow we are going to have part 2 of disagreement is not racism. Okay, I know we always run to that. My Lord, we always run to that. Well, he's a racist because he didn't like me, and now we're trying to put people out of business in Montgomery because we don't like what he liked. Okay, okay. Let me ask you guys a question. Why hasn't any black legislature demanded or at least impressed upon everybody why we don't have a Martin Luther King? A Martin Luther King. I'm not talking about that little quarter of a mile on the highway that nobody even knows the name of it. Why don't we have a street in this city named MLK? Now, most of the time, and don't put it in the ghetto. Put it on a major thoroughfare so people would know the name. Why don't we do that? I have not heard one black legislator. Now they may have. Since I've been here 34 years, haven't heard one black legislator, House Representatives or Senate, recommend that we name at least one street in this city MLK. Let's rename Dexter. From what I understand, he wasn't a nice guy no way. Why don't we rename Dexter and call it and put Dexter somewhere out in the country? Why don't we do that? Why don't we name that? Y'all always fighting over the crumbs when somebody else is getting the sandwiches. Okay, I'm just telling you, you worried about something. Y'all worry about people because they don't believe what you believe. Well, maybe if you fight for what you believe, you'll be all right. But anyway, so why? Again, that's the question. Why hasn't one black legislature in Montgomery, to say the least, ever recommended to the House of Representatives, to the senators, and the governor, we name one street? I know when Alvin Holmes was here, they got a little patch of highway that nobody knows anything about. We can't even tell you where it is. Name MLK. We talk in the city where he lived, in the city where he preached. The man is a national is an international personality he was. So I'm just trying to, why hasn't that been done? So rather than worrying about somebody else, rather than worrying about who everybody else's hero is, who's your hero? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, part two tomorrow. Disagreement. It's not racism. Get over it. Time to move on. Have a great day tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be here to get Lord says the same. And we shall return uno momento. But I got something for y'all. Okay, it took me all day long. It took me for 3 days. I've been trying to figure out what my problem was, and I figured it out about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I know. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the meantime, in the between time, and don't forget, do never ever forget that it is not the falling down, okay, that gives you the strength. The strength comes from, I know, go ahead, say it with me. It comes from, let me hear you, getting up every time you do. Okay? Now, I gotta go because that's the way life is sometimes. So, I gotta go. Where's my music, my music out of here? Okay, I don't see it. I do not see it, but we'll get it next week. Okay? So, the dream, sacrifice, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, hey, how did I do? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Hey, you don't need to keep, yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right.